Good morning to my dear students. Welcome back to Atmic Green School, Jayaswami Narayan. Today class 9th and it is revision class 1st March 2021. Okay, we will do the revision of geography lesson climate. Okay, that is we start with climate is a sum total of the weather conditions including variations over a large area for a long period of time, more than 30 years. Weather refers to the state of the atmosphere over an area at any point of time. The elements of weather and climate are the same, that is temperature, atmospheric pressure, wind, humidity, precipitation. The climate of India is described as monsoon type. The word monsoon is derived from Arabic word mausim, that is monsoon, refers to the seasonal reversal in wind direction throughout the year. There are 6 major controls of the climate of any place, which are latitudes, altitudes, pressure and wind system, distance from the sea, ocean currents and relief features. The atmospheric conditions which govern the climate and associated weather conditions in India are pressure and surface winds, upper air circulation, western cyclonic disturbances and tropical cyclone. Southwest monsoon winds are southeast trade winds of southern hemisphere, which after crossing equator become southwestern trade winds. Okay, this I am explaining you a small summary of this lesson just to have a recap. As they blow over warm ocean, they cause rainfall in Indian subcontinent. The western cyclonic disturbances are weather phenomena of the winter months. These are brought in by the westerly flow from the Mediterranean region. They usually influence the weather of the north and northwestern regions of India. Then ITCZ, that is the Intertropical Convergence Zone, is a broad trough of low pressure in equatorial latitudes. This is where the northeast and the southeast trade winds converge. In the past few years, there is a reversal in the pressure conditions and the eastern Pacific has lower pressure in comparison to the eastern Indian Ocean. This periodic change in pressure conditions is known as southern oscillation. The El Nino phenomenon is a feature connected with the southern oscillations. The change in pressure conditions are connected to El Nino. Hence, the phenomenon is referred to as El Nino southern oscillation. Then, monsoon generally reaches the southern tip of the Indian peninsula during the first week of June. Then it is divided into Arabian Sea branch and Bay of Bengal branch with more rapidly. The Arabian Sea branch advances north along the western Ghats. By mid-June, this branch arrives over Saurashtra, Kutch and the centralmost part of the country. The Bay of Bengal branches reaches rapidly in Assam in the first week of June. It then gets deflected towards the west by the lofty mountain ranges, thus giving rainfall to the Ganga plains. Both the branches merge over the northwestern part of the Ganga plains. These are basically 4 seasons identified in India, such as the cold weather season, the hot weather season, advancing monsoon and retreating, that is post-monsoon seasons. Clear sky, low temperatures and low humidity and weak variable winds are the characteristics of the weather during this period. The hot weather season is also associated with Loo, Kal Baisakhi and mango showers. Mango ka season. Features of advancing monsoon are wet and dry spills, monsoon trough and tropical depression. Monsoon time in the southern ranges of the Khasi Hills receives the highest average rainfall in the world. The months of October and November form a transition period from the hot rainy to dry winter is known as retreating or post-monsoon. Then the seasonal alternation of wind systems and the associated weather conditions provide a rhythmic cycle of seasons. The Indian landscape, its animals, plains, agriculture, life of the people, all are dependent on the effects of the monsoon. Obviously, जैसा different season होगा, okay, so different crops, vegetables होगा, and we have to depend. हमें अगर इस planet अर्थ में जिंदा रहना है तो हमें इस monsoon पे depend रहना पड़ेगा on the effects of the monsoon. The monsoon withdraws from the northern plains by the beginning of October and dry winter conditions prevail by the end of November. That was chapter climate. We go to next, that is natural vegetation and wildlife. India is one of the 12 mega biodiversity countries of the world. Natural vegetation is the plant community which has grown naturally without human help. Natural vegetation which is left undisturbed over a long period of time is called virgin vegetation. This type of virgin vegetation, which are purely Indian origin, are called endemic or indigenous species. The virgin vegetation which are originated outside India the which are originated outside India is called exotic species, and which is interior of the India, it is endemic species. The nature of land, that is plain, hilly or plateau, influences this type of vegetation. Different kinds of soils provide basis for different kinds of vegetation. Temperature, photoperiod and precipitation are the climate factors affecting vegetation of a region. Forest plays a major role in enhancing quality of environment. India has major types of vegetation such as tropical deciduous, evergreen, thorniform, then forest, scrubs, mountain forest and mangrove forest. Then tropical evergreen forests are found in heavy rainfall areas where the annual rainfall is about 200 cm with a short dry season. Tropical deciduous forests are found where the annual rainfall is between 200 to 70 cm. कम, उससे आगे नहीं. These forests are the most abundant variety of forest in India. काफ़ी सारी है tropical deciduous forest. The thorn forests and scrubs are found in areas where the annual rainfall is less than 70 cm. जैसे राजस्थान, ये पूरा भरूच, कच्छ, सौराष्ट्र, all that. In mountainous areas, the decrease in temperature with increasing altitude leads to the corresponding change in natural vegetation. Mountain forests have different types of vegetation such as wet temperate forest, temperate grasslands, alpine vegetation and tundra vegetation. Mangrove forests are found in coastal areas. Coastal areas influenced by tides. समुद्र के किनारे जहाँ हाई टाइड और लो टाइड का सिलसिला चलता ही रहता है. Due to this fact, they are also called tidal forest. क्योंकि ये हमेशा जो ये that is mangrove forest है, okay, it is always in interior of the forest. Then the Wildlife Protection Act in India was implemented in 1972. Every species has a role to play in the ecosystem, thus its conservation is essential for the environment. To protect animals and plant life, The government has taken many steps such as setting up of 18 biogas reserves, 103 national parks and 535 wildlife sanctuaries and zoological gardens in India. अभी गवर्नमेंट काफ़ी प्रिकॉशनरी मेजर्स ले रही है, कंजर्व एंड प्रिजर्व कर रही है इन फॉरेस्ट को, जो पहले नहीं किया था. इसलिए कितने सारे एनिमल्स ऐसे हैं जो एक्सटिंक्ट हो चुके हैं, या तो फिर सम आर ऑन द वर्ज ऑफ एक्सटिंक्शन. Many other eco development projects has been introduced such as Project Tiger, Project Rhino, Project Great Indian Bustard. Government of India has taken many steps to protect plants and animals such as setting up of national park बनाया उनके लिए, bio reserves बनाए, introduction of different projects to conserve critically Government of that is Project Tiger, Rhino, Great Indian Bustard. Government of India has taken many steps to protect plants and animals such as setting up of national parks, biosphere reserves, introduction of different projects of conserve critically endangered species such as Project Tiger, Project Rhino. We all should be aware of the fact that natural ecosystem is very important for our survival. कि आर्टिफिशियल तो है ही, दुनिया में बहुत है मैन मेड चीज़ें जिससे हमें कुछ ना कुछ होता ही रहता है, डिजीज़, बीमारियां बढ़ रही है मैन मेड, बट जो नेचुरल है दैट इज़ नेचुरल. एंड ऑल्सो कुछ ऐसी नेचुरल चीज़ें हैं मैक्सिमम जिससे हम सर्वाइव नहीं कर सकते जिसके बिना. सो वी शुड नॉट पॉल्यूट दैट. हमें नेचुरल चीज़ों को ख़राब नहीं करना चाहिए है. ओके Yes, this sixth lesson is not that population. We go to climate से पहले वाला कौन सा lesson है? Yes, this drainage is also omitted, deleted है ना drainage. Physical features of India. That is the major physiographic divisions of India are Himalayas, Northern Plains, the Peninsula Plateau, the Indian Desert, the coastal plains and the islands. The Himalayan mountains are geological young and fold mountains. They form the highest and the rugged mountains in the world. The Himalaya consists of three parallel ranges in its longitudinal extent. These are Himadri, Himachal and Shivalik ranges. The northern plains are formed by three river systems versus the Indus, the Ganga, Brahmaputra along with their tributaries. These plains are composed of alluvial soil. The three parts of the northern plains are Punjab plains, Ganga plain and the Brahmaputra plain. The Peninsula Plateau is composed of old crystalline igneous and metamorphic rocks को बनाकर ये बना है Peninsula Plateau. It is a part of the oldest landmass of the earth. The plateau consists of two broad divisions, the Central Highland and the Deccan Plateau. The Indian Desert lie towards the western margins of the Aravalli Hills and consist of wave-like sandy plain with various types of sand dunes. The Peninsula Plateau is bordered by narrow coastal land running along the Arabian Sea on the west and the Bay of Bengal on the east. These coastal lands are called coastal plains. That is the western coast and the eastern coast. India has two island groups such as Lakshadweep and Andaman Nicobar Islands. एक हमारे ईस्ट में साउथ है, that is Indian Arabian Sea, और एक Bay of Bengal में है. Lakshadweep is a group of small coral islands, and the Andaman and the Nicobar Islands are believed to be an elevated portion of submarine mountains. Okay. Then we go to the first of lesson of geography. Students also practice map, size and location. India is a vast country located in the northern hemisphere. The Indian mainland extends between latitudes 8 degree 4 north and 37 degree 6 north, and longitude 68 degree 7 east and 97.25 degree east. India is divided into almost 2 equal parts by the Tropic of Cancer. Area of India is 3.28 million square kilometer, which occupies 2.4% of the total geographical area of the world. India is the 7th largest country of the world after Russia, Canada, USA, China, Brazil and Australia. India has a land boundary of about 15,200 kilometers. The total length of its coastline, including Andaman and Nicobar and Lakshadweep Islands, is about 7516.6 kilometers. India is bounded by young fold mountains in the northwest, north and northeast. The latitudinal and longitudinal extent of the mainland is about 30 degrees, but the east-west extent appears smaller than the north-south extent. Then the standard meridian of India, passing through Mirzapur is taken as an Indian substandard time for the whole country. The Indian landmass is centrally located between the east and the west Asia. The Trans-Indian Ocean routes connect Europe in west and the countries of East Asia, provide a strategic central location to India. India has 28 states and 9 union territories. India shares its land boundaries with Pakistan, Afghanistan in the northwest, China, Tibet, Nepal and Bhutan in the north, and Myanmar and Bangladesh in the east. 2 island countries of Sri Lanka and Maldives lie to the south of India across the Indian Ocean. Okay students, so this was a small recap of your geography, a revision of geography. Okay, as I had already told you about the objective type questions, that will be 20 marks, and rest very short answers. Very short answers will be asked in objective, that is one word. Okay, और बाकी जो short answers है, long answers, that will be, मैंने आपको पेपर स्टाइल भी दिखाया है कि how will it come in exam, the pattern of the paper. And please practice the map also. Okay, as I had asked one world map और एक India map. Okay. ऐसे ही इकोनॉमिक्स का है लेसन, दैट इज द स्टोरी ऑफ विलेज पालमपुर, पीपल एज अ रिसोर्स एंड पॉवर्टी एज अ चैलेंज. Okay, we'll have a fast recap of story of village Palampur. Palampur is a village where agriculture is the main production activity. Moreover, dairy farming, small-scale manufacturing, transportation and shopkeeping are the other production non-farming activities. Palampur is well connected with neighboring villages and towns with all-weather road. It is developed village with schools, health centers and a bus stand. There are 4 requirements for production of goods and services, that is land, labor, physical capital and human capital. These are known as factors of production: land, labor, physical capital and human capital. Land refers to the natural resources while labor is work done by skilled, unskilled and educated people. Physical capital consists of fixed capital, that is assets like buildings, machines and working capital, that is raw materials and money in hand. Human capital is the knowledge and enterprise required to put together all the inputs to produce the outputs, and it is a most important element. Production activities are successful only when all the requirements of production of goods and services are organized. Farming is the most important activity in Palampur. 75% of the villagers are dependent on it. Most farmers employ multiple cropping by growing jowar, bajra during the kharif season, wheat during the rabi season and vegetables in between the 2 seasons. Some farmers also grow sugarcane, which is annual crop. पूरे साल का ये क्रॉप है. In India, farmers of Punjab, Haryana, Western Uttar Pradesh were the first to use modern methods of farming. The Green Revolution was possible by using modern farming methods, that is HYV seeds, chemical fertilizers, pesticides, plenty of water and mechanized equipment for plowing and harvesting. However, it has also resulted in loss of soil fertility. Modern farming methods require a large amount of capital. Small farmers are thus compelled to borrow money from large farmers, money lenders or traders at a very high interest rate, as they do not have any savings. Also, the agricultural land is not equally divided. Some farmers have very large pieces of land while others are very small. Landless laborers work on other people's land. Medium and large farmers sell their surplus production in the market. Good amount of money. Apart from it, they used to buy agriculture inputs for the next season. Apart from farming, people in villages are employed in non-farm activities, like in Palampur it is dairy and small scale manufacturing such as making jaggery yani gud, shopkeeping, providing computer education and transportation of goods are also some activities done by people in villages to earn a living like a Palampur. ये तो छोटी सी स्टोरी है. The next is people as a resource. People who are a part of the workforce are called human resource. Any other resource becomes useful only by the effort and skill of the human resource. Thus, human resource is a significant part of the economy in a country. Investment in human capital by providing education, training and health care makes people educated and healthy, which increases productivity. Educated parents invest in their children's education and health to secure a better future for them. Uneducated parents are unable, ये दोनों की एक स्टोरी है आपके टेक्स्ट बुक के अंदर. Uneducated parents are unable to invest in education and health care of their children. Activities which add value to the national income are called economic activities. That is 3 sectors है: primary sector, secondary sector and tertiary. First is primary. Economic activities related to agriculture, poultry, farming, fishing, horticulture, animal husbandry, mining, quarrying, ये सब प्राइमरी एक्टिविटी है, सेक्टर. फिर उसी चीज़ को मैन्युफैक्चर करना, कंस्ट्रक्ट करना, वो सेकेंडरी हुआ. और जब वो पूरा मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कंस्ट्रक्शन तैयार होके मार्केट में बिकेगा, सपोर्टिंग बाय मार्केट में जो बिकेगा, दैट इज प्राइमरी प्लस सेकेंडरी इज इक्वल्स टू टर्शियरी. ट्रांसपोर्टेशन. Economic activities are also called market activities, as goods and services are produced for selling in the market. Non-economic activities are those activities which are not done for selling. Example, mother teaching her children. मैंने को बताया था दैट इज़ नॉन इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी. मदर अपने बच्चों के लिए, घर के लिए सब कुछ करती है, वो इस रिटर्न में नहीं कि उसे कुछ मिले, बिकॉज शी लव्स हर फैमिली. द क्वालिटी ऑफ पॉपुलेशन डिपेंड अपॉन इट्स लिटरेसी रेट, life expectancy rate and skill formation. Government has taken several steps to improve education status in India, like midday meal scheme, Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, opening of Navodaya Vidyalaya. The government health care system consists of primary health centers, community health centers and district hospitals. Further, medical colleges are present in major cities where doctors of all specialties are present. Unemployment exists when people who are willing to work do not find work, or seasonal disguise employment, that you know कि season यानी कि अगर suppose 3 or 4 months काम है, बाकी के नहीं है, तो बाकी के टाइम में वो कैसे सर्वाइवल करेंगे? they will switch off to another work. okay, वो सीखेंगे और वो काम करेंगे. okay, and disguised is कि आप एम्प्लॉय होकर भी आप अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट बन गए हो, वेदर इट इज़ विलेज और इन रूरल. इन सेकेंडरी सेक्टर, स्मॉल स्केल मैन्युफैक्चरिंग एम्प्लॉयज मोर लेबर and hence provides employment to a large number of people. In recent years, the IT sector has provided more opportunities for the technically qualified people. Okay, it will be good for you if you read the text. In my tomorrow's revision class, that is of 2nd March, I will conclude from poverty as a challenge. फिर economics complete करके then I will switch off to civics and history. Okay, so please students do read the text. Thank you to all.